we kind of went viral, 250 million impressions, because I was like, I don't care what the people put on my plate. I'm not going to eat 2 hot dogs, 2 burgers, potato salad, green beans. Like, I'm not eating all that food. But if that's his job and that's what he want to give me, the problem was I accepted what they wanted to give me.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just a real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. You already know what it is. Low vibrational. Tammy with the tea.
You know
welcome. It's an honor to have you on the couch. In this city of Dallas, man, we've been doing a lot of stuff with the street stars, and we love the stories where those who come from literally almost nothing and build it up to where it's almost awe-inspiring. Where a lot of people wonder how, why, what cheat code, what, how. And you are a living testimony of walking in faith, and giving all the glory to the Most High. So first and foremost, let me allow you to reintroduce yourself. Tell us where you're from.
Wow. I'm actually from a little country town called Vernon, Texas. I'm a little country girl. I'm not a city girl, but I've been in the city for like 20 years, I would say. But I'm Tammy with the Tea. Tammy Peterson now, better known as Tammy with the Tea for real, in real life. I built my brand from ground up. I built my business from ground up. I built myself from ground up. So, what you see is what you get. I changed lives. I help people lose weight, get healthy, make money, and get closer to God everywhere I go. Millions of people, actually.
Now, whenever I heard the name Tammy with the Tea, I thought you was like, Tasha K Unwind. I thought you was giving like the tea, the gossip. That's what I thought it was. But because I'm thinking like, how else do you become huge? How else do you become successful without being messy? But you actually went the positive route of utilizing tea. And I think, you're a product of you use your own tea as far as to help your life out. So before we get started with your backstory real quick, tell us as far as what is Tammy, what is the tea, what is the actual product that you have?
So when I joined the business, actually when I was homeless and me and my children was just sleeping on the floor, eating noodles, it was teaching, encouraging, advancing. I said, if I help people, if I teach them, I encourage them, and we all advance together, I ain't got no choice but to win. So it was really my vision. It was my mission. And God just so happened to send me a vehicle called Total Life Changes that had cleansing tea. It had detox tea. And people lose 5 pounds fast. And I just so happened to take this tea that I'm actually holding in my hand. I took this tea and I lost 7 pounds out my stomach in 7 days. And I was like, it's work. People tired of spending money on stuff that don't work. And my children's father at the time told me about a woman named Coach Stormy Wellington. Said she made $1 million in 7 months. I'm like, $1 million in 7 months selling what? Tea? What the dang on tea is that? I mean, everybody want that. So I literally started hustling. I literally hustled this tea to make money. I hustled this tea to pay a light bill. I hustled this tea to eat. I hustled this tea for gas. Like I'm really her in real life. I hustled this tea because I knew if it worked for other people, if it worked for me, it worked for other people.
So and I'm working a little bit backwards, but I also do know you from going viral from, the low vibrational, coining that phrase as far as there's a luncheon, the plate was low vibrational. So let's just start right there real quick because Thanksgiving just passed. And I'm curious, out of all the paper plates and all kind of stuff falling aside, all kind of whatever, what is low vibrational? What to you in your mind, what is a low vibrational plate? What does low vibrational even mean?
Low vibrational means like I knew Coach Stormy's vision. Like I know her. Like it's like me and my homegirls sitting at the table. Like why you got all that food on your plate? It was never about the food, the kind of food, like the shrimp, the chicken, the burger, the hot dog. Oh man, I had all kind of food on my plate. Potato salad, listen up, baked beans. It was about the amount of food that I had on my plate. You know what I mean? And I'm in the health and wellness industry. I've lost over 74 pounds naturally. I've earned over $3 million in this industry. And at the time, I'm just like, going through. My mom had passed away. Our second mom had passed away. So I had to bury 2 of my moms. And my mom that my mom gave me to, she died. So, like I made, I think 20,000 for that week. And I had to spend like 16,000 of it on my mom's funeral.
Wow.
And so, yeah, thank you. But that hurt me so bad. I'm like, wow, but if I didn't sell tea, if I wasn't in business, like, I don't know what I would do. And so right after that, Coach Stormy had this big time event where people paid $30,000 to go. And I was the speaker, but the chef gave me a hot dog, a hamburger, 2 of them, potato salad, baked beans. I mean, we had all kind of food there. And Coach Stormy was saying, like, that's low vibes. Like, why are you bringing yourself that low? Why are you eating that much? Why do you have that much food on your plate? And as a mentor, as a coach, I'm like, I lead people. So I understood what she was saying. Like, you lost 74 pounds naturally before you got your boob job done. Like, let's keep it real. Like, before I had any type of surgery, I lost weight. And people knew me as that girl that was the transformation girl. You know what I mean? And so I knew my sister. I knew my coach. She was there for me when nobody else was there for me. And I had too much food on my plate.
Can I ask you something? You said you didn't make that plate. The chef made it.
The chef made my plate. But the problem was I accepted it.
Yeah, but I say, with the chef making your plate like that, what do you think was going on in his mind? Like, ooh, she needs some food. Or, ooh, she looks hungry.
I think I'm a superstar everywhere I go.
So,
I'm a superstar.
He hooking you up.
So it's like, I'm going to give her more than enough. I don't want her to come back. And so what I told Coach Stormy is like, my mentality was different than hers. I don't have to eat all the food somebody put on my plate.
I felt it.
I don't care if you put bills on my plate, low self-esteem on my plate. I don't care if you if you disbelief on my plate.
Come on now.
I don't care if whatever you put on my plate, I don't have to accept it. I don't have to eat it. So, we kind of went viral, 250 million impressions, because I was like, I don't care what the people put on my plate. I'm not going to eat 2 hot dogs, 2 burgers, potato salad, green beans. Like, I'm not eating all that food. But if that's his job and that's what he want to give me, the problem was I accepted what they wanted to give me.
So can I just ask you, what were you excited to eat when you had that plate? Like what?
I literally wanted the green beans.
I got you. So listen, I don't care about all this other food. Them greens.
I wanted the green beans. Can I be honest? I'm from the country. I wanted the baked beans or the green beans.
Come on, man. Let them mix together.
The baked bean had the meat in it. I was like, oh, by 4th of July. I'm like, yes, indeed.
Yeah, man, listen. And I feel you 1,000%. But I love what that did for the world, because what it made was the plate is just a metaphor. And the food on it is a metaphor. Like you just said, I don't have to accept everything that's on it. I don't have to take it all. And even if I want to take a little bit of it, I don't have to be gluttonous and take it all and overindulge. So thank you for starting, just even opening up the mindset. What y'all did there, I don't know if y'all knew what y'all were doing, but y'all started something with that.
Big time.
If you don't mind me, because a lot of people don't know your story.
Can I say something before you say about my story?
Please.
That may help a lot of people.
Please.
A lot of people didn't understand that. Like, they try to turn me against my business. They try to turn me against my coach. They try to make it seem like I was disrespectful. They try to make it seem like you letting this lady talk to you any kind of way just because she, is your leader in the company and all of that. And I want to set the record straight. Like, I don't know who listening to me, but I will never be disrespected. Like, I serve God. God is my provider. I brag different. Like, Coach Stormy is not my provider. TLC not my provider. Like, my pastor not my provider. God is my provider. But God sent me those people to help me and serve me and show me what I didn't know when I was in a black, dark place. And I did not need all that food. So, if I would have listened to the people on social media in Essence Magazine, I got all kind of interviews after that. If I would have listened to those people, I would have missed out on an opportunity. So I want to just say, you got to be very careful who you listen to when you're in a dark place, because they can lead you astray and make you turn on the wrong people. Some people you need to leave, but some people you need to keep.
For those that ask, though, they say, why was the cameras rolling to have that conversation between Coach Stormy and yourself? Why were the cameras needed for that? What do you say to the people that felt like that didn't need to be televised for the world or put out there for the world?
The cameras was already rolling. We was talking about something else. It was an event. So there's videographers, there's photographers. I mean, there's people that's like, oh my God, there's Tammy. Oh my God, there's Coach Stormy. Oh my God, there's Sheila Monique. And they got their cameras rolling. Just so happened, I came to the conversation with the plate and the cameras was already rolling. So that's why I was rolling. But it was like, you know, like me and my sister sitting on the couch and they bring me my plate. And it's like, wow, that dang gonna put food on your plate.
Come on now.
Like,
And last question before I get off that, it was, you know, if you have a relationship, and this, I'm going to stick with the black community. You have a relationship. Well, it's just for everybody. If a wife serves her husband a dinner on a styrofoam plate, do you feel anything wrong with that?
I've done both.
Did you have any pushback? Like,
I've been
has
with,
a man complained?
I've been with men that needed the styrofoam plate.
That needed the styrofoam plate.
I've been with men that needed a styrofoam plate, and I've been with men that needed
a nice gourmet China.
China.
Yeah, the black China.
I've been with both.
Okay.
But you know, it just depends on where you are as a woman and how much you want to give yourself again. Because some women don't even feel like all that. This is like, I don't want to wash no dishes. Ain't none of y'all washing no dishes around here, man. Eat this food, let's go. And then it's that type of woman that say, I want to make sure my man feel like a king. So I've been on all sides of the fence, as my mom used to say.
Yeah, so all y'all shopping in Walmart for them 500 count plastic plates, man, put that down, please. So let's do it like this, Tammy, because I do want to get your story because you have a real testimony and those may not know it. I know they probably heard it on maybe you talking about it, but on this platform, I really want them to kind of understand where you came from, the struggles you had to kind of overcome to get where you are. It wasn't easy. It wasn't given to you. So can you kind of just start from where you can remember where, like, this, what you living now is the opposite of where you come from. Can you start with that?
Yes.
How far back you want to go?
I would just go back from, you know, my mom died when I was 9 years old. I never knew my dad. I never seen his face.
From what did your mom pass away from?
And she actually had a brain aneurysm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she had a brain aneurysm and went away and it came back. So when they went back into her brain, she died. And I was 9 years old. She actually had red fingernails when I walked in and I grabbed her hand. She took her last breath.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom at 9 years old. So I never had when I first started my cycle, when I first had my child, you know, when I first walked down the aisle, when I was marrying people I wasn't supposed to marry, sleeping around with this one, that one, don't know where we was sleeping at. Listen up. I don't know where y'all from, but like I lived that life. And I was just like, I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. I don't know my identity. Yeah. And so that started at a young age. And so by the grace of God, I had an aunt that she gave me to, and I had a brother that was 15 years older than me. His name is Aaron Williams. And I got pregnant with my daughter. My daughter will be 20 in March. Yeah. And he was like, you need to move to Dallas. You ain't finna be nowhere in that country town. You gonna either be strung out on drugs, or overweight. You ain't gonna be nothing if you stay where you came from.
Who were you staying with after your mom?
I was staying with my mom. Well, my second mom's, my Aunt Cisa May. Okay. Yep, I was staying with her. And my brother was like, you need to come to Dallas. Like,
was he already here in Dallas?
He was moved to Dallas. He's the top of the top. Like, he's like the president of the post office now. But he had just started at the post office. Wow. Anything I need mailed, like yep, y'all need some mail, like my brother, off site, cut. But anyway, my brother was like the top of the post office right now. But when he just got started, he was like, I got a house. I just started my job. Just come here. Don't go there no more. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. The whole family got a testimony, man. Jesus, So
yes,
you come to Dallas. You already have your child, right?
Yes, my daughter, Alana.
Father's there, or her father's there?
We both graduated high school together, and he went to jail immediately after.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was the runaway driver. He was a runaway driver at a casino. Somebody stole the casino money, and he was the runaway driver. He had 7 years. So the first 7 years of my daughter's life, he wasn't there.
Wow. So you come to Dallas. Is it as easy as you expect? Do you hit the ground running, or kind of what happened?
I mean, I went to school. I started being around a popular crowd. Like, we was in a gang. I was like, I'm A1, the best of the best. Like, I started all this.
That's the name of the gang? A1?
A1. I was in a gang, like a real gang. And I remember one night I had my daughter, and somebody was cheating on somebody. So we all got in a car. They threw a brick at this lady's house. And I said, I got somebody I got to live for. I said, I believe God has a plan over my life. This was before I'd already gave my life. You know, when we grew up in a Baptist church, you got to get baptized. You got to be a part of the choir and all that. So I was in part of church already, but the relationship with God wasn't there until that night. And we threw a brick in this lady's window. And I was like, I got something to live for. I said, you need to take me home.
Oh yeah, you
take me home.
You like Doughboy and Boys in the Hood. Like,
yeah, I was that one. I was like, let me out the car.
Yeah, let me out. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I was like, let me at the car. And they was like, oh, you think you better than us because you got a baby at 17. You better than us. I said, I'm going to show you I'm going to be better than you. Yeah, and I still am. All them people I grew up with, I'm still better than. And I give God glory. It's not about me.
Yeah, I would say your brother probably wouldn't be too happy that you came out here and got in the game.
Got in a game.
Yes. But that moment right there, you start turning the wheel a little bit. Can you, like, what happens next as far as to lead to your journey where you're at now?
Well, what happened next is that I actually start listening to Pastor Ricky Rush on.
Oh yeah, shout out Ricky Rush. I had so many DVDs. I had a case full. I had a 200 count DVD case working at a Singular Wire or working at Countrywide, listening to nothing but Ricky Rush all day. Thank you, Ricky Rush. You got me through a lot.
Oh man, he got us all through a lot, especially the ones in the hood.
Man,
I mean, what was you doing? I mean, what you doing in hell when heaven is all that you need?
Come on, man.
And so I would go to school every day and listen to him on K104. And I was like, my daughter is like 2 months. I'm 17. I'm a little girl, and I'm listening to this pastor. And so you never know who God going to use to drip him on, you know?
Yeah.
And so I said, I want to go to that church one day. And so I end up, long story short, graduating, and I like passed by this guy. He had hazel eyes, green eyes, something. He was like this big football player. He was 5'7". He was like 250 pounds. He was like an angel. And I ran by him like this, and I told my homegirl, I was like, it's something about him. I need to know him. Find out, we was like parked right next to each other. And that was my children's father. I had 2 kids by him. And he told me, the first day I met him, he said, you need to go to Ricky Rush Church. Mm-hmm. And I've been a member for 20 years now.
Man, that's a testimony itself, man. Shout out Ricky Rush once again. And shout out the whole iBot community.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move it. Hey.